There are definitely some good moments in Touchdown Tommy. This is the first segment of the 11th episode of the first season of Rugrats. And in this one, Didi kind of reluctantly leaves the babies with Stu and the rest of the guys who are planning on watching a football game. And initially she's hesitant because she feels like they won't actually look after the babies and they'll just pay attention to the football game. A little bit of some stereotyping going on here, which is not great, but aside from that, Stu comes up with this contraption that he puts on the babies' heads, and it's to prevent them from hurting themselves. But while the guys are watching football, sure, the babies may not be hurting themselves, but Angelica's desperate to get her hands on Tommy's chocolate milk, and chaos ensues. And I won't say any more than that about the specifics of the narrative, but what I did love is that they're tossing this bottle of chocolate milk around, and it blends in so perfectly with the audio from the football game. We hear them, the commentators talking about passing footballs around. I don't watch football, American football, I haven't got the terminology. But they're passing the ball around, and on screen we can see the babies doing something very similar with this bottle of chocolate milk. Also, just visually, it's hilarious. The things they have on their heads are, well, they're Stu's inventions, so you can imagine the quality of them. They're very entertaining visually. We also get Chuckie's father, Charles, in this, which I think it's definitely the first time in a while. I don't think it's the first time he's been in it, but he's not in it as often as I remembered. At least not in this first season. And Chuckie is such a great character. It's nice to have Chuckie, Phil, Lil, Tommy and Angelica all there at once, because it's very rare that that happens, apparently. But I thought it was pretty good. Sure, I might not care about the football aspect, but it came across really well. It's definitely a very well animated episode. Visually pretty entertaining, and I won't say how it ended, but it amused me as well. I don't remember this episode either from my childhood. Season 1 is just, I don't know. I mean, I would have seen it. I watched so many hours of Rugrats each week that it would be bizarre that I wouldn't have seen season 1. But for whatever reason, these just aren't coming back to me. But either way, still have some nostalgia out there with the characters, and as an adult, there were some things in the animation that I definitely appreciated.